He looks effortless, but as Ernie would say, he's not Steffordless. Oh, that's double dribble.
Oh,
that is double dribble.
Double dribble on that one?
He's not, but it's a button.
Another playmaker out on the court. I still think this is a dangerous team in the postseason.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous team.
Great pass, finished by Leonard.
Yep. But his intellect out on the floor, he's one of the smartest players in the game today.
Good pass by Harden, strong finish by Capella.
I mean, this Toronto team, they have the ability to really, in my opinion, be one of the best playoff defensive teams once the playoffs start.
James Harden with the steal push, P.J. Tucker with the Kawhi Leonard. Attacks. Nice finger roll.
Tall than 6'8". He's a long 6'9", and can slide his feet, use his length to his advantage.
ISO by Leonard, knocks it down.
Who said the mid-range game was there?
It's still there.
Then they come off the bench with some guys that bring a whole different dynamic. So, you know, Toronto, definitely my favorite. I like Milwaukee, but they're young.
They're still here looking to come back. That's why I see these two teams as a potential, you know, finals matchup right now.
James Harden off the glass just before the shot clock.
Solid on defense.
And speaking of second unit, JT, when you're sitting on the bench and you're coming in the ball game, what is the mindset of guys coming off the bench as Marcus Gasol knocks down a fadeaway?
Sometimes I don't like about this too much one-on-one. Not enough ball movement, player movement.
And the deep three. 21-17, 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jeremy Lin with the floater off the glass.
You remember last week, Nick Nurse talked about he needed Jeremy Lin to be more aggressive. No, it just speaks to what Isaiah is saying in terms of how the game continues to evolve. And great players as Lowry gets to the rim in transition. So important for their success.
With that being said, Isaiah, for you and Joe Dumars, how similar was that?
We neither one of us had hard.
Nice, Gerald Green with the three.
And good setup by Chris Paul.
Because they had so many injuries throughout the season, he was almost forced to not only carry the load offensively, but to play heavy minutes.
Great pass, good cut by Gordon. Chris Paul, Capella, pick and roll.
Oh, great pass by Paul.
Gordon knocks down another three.
Great pass.
And, of course, getting stops here on the defensive side.
Chris Paul. Capella gathers. And it goes.
And you really, as Harden's back in the game, you got to give credit to Houston.
Well, we know with the way Houston plays and the pace that they play at, you know, they're going to always give you an opportunity to get back in the game. Great pass by Harden.
Defensive rebound by the Raptors, staying alive in this possession. Siakam with another miss. Hey, he stays with it.
And the energy of Siakam, and that's the guy that you need right now in these last 340.
He's not a big fan of that fadeaway. Get into the paint. Use your size and your strength to your advantage.
Speaking of getting to the paint, Rivers to the paint with the finger roll. For the half, James Harden. Oh, so crafty guy with the right hand. And now, when you're a jump shooting team and that's what you do, if the shots aren't falling, then you continue with your style of play.
If you're Toronto right now into a wrestling match with Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, your hands are not big enough.
Siakam with the corner three.
That have been in that situation, but have come through down the stretch. I think of the big fella Shaq, who we know is back in the studios. As he says, he made them when they counted.
That's right.
And speaking of making it when they count is...
So 10 for the court. On that run, should I say. James Harden, floater, gets it to go. Backs down Green. No double team comes, attacks. Little floater, it's good.
And guys, Siakam, his improvement.
Siakam isolated on Harden. Double team comes late, but too late.
And once again, recognition, the offensive end.
Kyle Lowry attacks baseline and makes a tough one.
And let me clarify, I called you foot.
When it happens, I am very, very happy for you.
Siakam.
Wow, he took one dribble from like half court.
10 seconds here at the end of the quarter. Powell, good move, uses the left hand nicely.
That's right, so if you got to play a few guys extra minutes, go for it.
Here's Green, the three. sails around and through.
Jeremy Lin, smart enough to your point, gets to the rim, no foul.
And again, Houston has picked up their defensive intensity.
Nene with the strip and the easy two. Here's Paul looking. Corner. Gerald Green knocks it down.
The Lakers, with LeBron James and a young group, be able to make the playoffs. I think everyone assumed that Boston would represent the Eastern Conference in the finals. And so
you got to give that coaching staff for the Rockets a lot of credit, because Toronto came out in the third quarter as Lowry knocks down the two.
Hands down, moving his feet. Step to the side, James Harden's patented move, and he knocks it down.
I think that's such a difficult move to guard. And even though he's having a tough shooting night, Houston is still up 10. That's how good their defense has been.
Kawhi with the one hand. Thought he got fouled. Eric Gordon with the floater. Shoots it short. Fight for it. Capella keeps it alive. Tucker, corner three, knocks it down and looks at the bench.
Again, contesting everything, making things difficult for these Raptors on the offensive side.
Step back hard, and that's a deep, deep money ball.
This team, they're going to play for him, and they believe in him, and you saw that last year, and you've seen it this year. I actually thought the job that he did when they didn't start the season well.
I'm not saying mix it up. You can still make a comeback here.
Harden in the paint, 187.
Kawhi working on Capella. To the basket. P.J. Tucker.
12 of the quarter for Harden. On Green. Drives, floats, and it goes in.
Great touch.
And James with the floater and the block. Can they play consistent defense in May and June?
I mean, they hold Toronto to, they got 92 points.